So if you've been keeping up with the news and following the tweets, there's a story that came out about Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott basically changing the routes that Linehan would call. Apparently there was a lot of comebacks, there was a lot of stops, there was a lot of curls, and the Eagles defensive backs, they sat on all of them. You know, they basically knew that the short routes were coming, you know. So people tagged me on the show to Voch Lombardi, we need to see it. All right, cool. I'll show some of those plays, and I'll also show a few other of Dak Prescott's interceptions. This is the first one. Let's just take a look at this play. Let me move my remote out of the way. So this is Amari Cooper down bottom, correct? He is going to be covered by Sidney Jones here. Let's take a look at the play, then we'll go back, rewind, and check it out. Okay. So basically, yeah, it went down as an incompletion, but let's take a look at Dak here, right? Dak actually threw this ball with anticipation here, right? So we see Cooper, nice little glide step by Coop. Look at Coop glide step, fam. So nasty. Boom, back to the outside, right? Anyway, we actually see Dak throw the ball with anticipation here. Like, Coop hasn't turned around yet. It's not like Coop's turned around and he's waiting on Dak, right? Coop is still in the middle of his route, and right before he breaks, Dak is getting the ball out, right? So there is some evidence that Dak is improving, man. Let's not act like Dak is stagnant or not getting any better here. Dak is actually getting a little better. He didn't throw with this level of anticipation. He didn't do it at all. But now we actually see Dak start to get the ball out before the route breaks down. So when Coop fully turns around, Sidney Jones sits on it. And with the ball being in the air already, there's not really anything Cooper can do but play DB or just try to come back to it. Now, granted, some could call this PI because if Coop tried to come back to the ball, Sidney Jones is kind of interfering with that, right? But it wasn't called. Who cares? But the fact that, you know, this is a curl route. Sidney Jones sat under it because, I mean, I guess the Eagles knew that it was coming, but the ball was in the air. There was nothing that we could do about it anyway. I guess that's what Cooper and well, Dak didn't say anything, but you know, whatever. That's what Coop meant. Like, these guys kept sitting on my routes. Let's run deep one time. Let's keep watching. And here's another example down bottom. Let's take a look at it. Amari Cooper. Same deal from Dak. Let's take a look at, well, let's run the play, then we'll back it up because y'all hate when I jump right into explaining. Y'all saw the play. You watched the game. Anyway, we're going to see Coop. Man. Boy, Coop. You see how Coop is chopping his feet, but he's working inside just to get back outside, right? That's nasty. He's selling the fade once again, man. Coop is real good at running routes by selling others. He's giving an inside back outside fake to kind of get Sidney Jones to fully turn his hips, and we see Sidney Jones fully turns his hips, but take a look at young Rain Dakota Prescott. Balls in travel. Ball's about to come out right now. So with it being in the air, Coop turns around. Sidney Jones sits on it. See what I mean? So it was hard to actually, you know what I'm saying, complete that pass. It was hard to get that done. I think this is the one where Coop actually gets hit in the chest with the football. And to be fair, man, it looks like Sidney was just going to bat it down anyway. So, but whatever. Another example of the Eagles DB sitting down on this comeback, on this stop, well, this curl route, really. So, yeah, I think that's really why Dak called the audible and just said, you know, let's just run past these guys. If they're going to sit down on everything coming back to me, whether it be a actual comeback bench route, whether it be, a curl hitch, whatever, let's just go deep. let's just run and make them run with us because they're sitting on everything short. Let's keep watching them. Two throws with anticipation from Dak Prescott. Him getting the ball early, trying to get Coop the ball before Sidney can break on it. But you know, Sidney sits there. Let's keep watching. Let's just take a look at a few more incompletions from Dak. And this ain't really gonna be a super hateful video because I'm actually a Dak Prescott fan. But let's just take a look at a few of his incompletions here. Since I got the incompletion video pulled up here, let's take a look. I think he's gonna take a shot to the end zone with Michael Gallup here. Let's watch that. Let's watch that. And you know what? To be fair, you can kind of see it in Sidney's feet. Like Sidney's, like he's playing a depth here. It's like he's preparing for something underneath here. So I think they kept that same, that same energy throughout the entire game. It's just that this time, Michael Gallup ran past him. I don't really blame Dak for this throw because it was right where you wanted to be. Guys, a lot of Cowboys fans say, hey man, we want to just take shots to the end zone just to keep the defense honest. Okay, well, cool. Dak he's not gonna complete all of them. So if you mad at Dak at Dak missing passes, you only missed 10 or 12 of them out of 50. Out of 53, come on, man, chill. This is a shot to the end zone, and to be fair, Michael Gallup probably getting held up here probably slowed it down a little bit. Whatever, who cares? It's just a shot to the end zone, so that's one of his incompletions. I'm sure people are gonna ask me about the deep balls to Gallup. My answer is just, Dak probably just missed him. Let's Gallup down bottom here. Yeah, Dak just missed him. Hey, it happens. It happens. I'm not ready to fire or crucify my quarterback for not connecting on a deep pass. I've never seen anybody throw plus 70% from deep passes. I mean, it's just not a high percentage pass. It's way the hell downfield. Most deep passes missed, but Dak definitely missed that one. It is what it is. Cartel view. Pretty much the same thing. People got real pissed off when he missed the next one to Gallup. Gallup's going to be up top here as I move my marker down here. Gallup's going to be up top here. And to be fair, they probably could have connected with this one. Let's take a look at Gallup here. Gallup could be using the whole slow to speed thing, which is fine. But I need you to burst right there, though, Gallup. That little small lull in movement, that one there. Let's Gallup up top right here in case y'all lost me right here, right up here. That little small lull in movement right there. The Gallup burst right there. Dak probably connects on this one. Most likely. 9 times out of 10, Dak probably connects down if we don't get a lull from Michael Gallup. Right? YouTube Illuminati is taking money away from your favorite content creators, and people often ask the best way to support the channel directly. I tell them that's subscribing to my Patreon. Just $1 a month would increase production and the frequency of uploads. Basically, that means more content for you. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can support the channel, call dibs on requests for future videos, and you can have access to Patreon exclusive material like my throwback film sessions. That's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. I appreciate the support. Doski Woski. Salute. Man, this was a very tough throw for Dak to make right here. He ended up missing it. And that's okay. I don't really mind him missing it. But man, this was a tough throw to make from young Rain, Dakota Prescott. Let's see. So yeah, Dak kept his eyes up on Bees the entire time. I don't think he was reading the backside, what was that, linebacker, defensive end, or whatever, the backside rush guy. So I don't really think that's RPO joint. I think that's just probably flat out play action because it looks like he's kept his eyes on Bees. Let me check the cartel view. So yeah, he did read backside, but the pull wasn't there. Pull just wasn't there. So instead of running with it, he got his eyes up to try to get the ball to Bees in the back of the end zone. So for all y'all looking for the RPOs, there you go. But man, this throw here was a very tough one from young Rain, Dakota Prescott. He missed it, but he had to put it over Kumite Jabode Hill or whatever. He had to put it over him and kind of over that guy too, man. Just to get a little touch there to Bees. And man, Bees Bees almost came down with it, man. Bees makes a lot of nasty catches, man. But if he wasn't 5'4", he probably would have came down with this one, man. I ain't really pointing my fingers at anybody. I don't really necessarily play the blame game like everybody else, but boy, that would have been an interesting little pass to come down with there. Ugh. This was another incompletion, just a short clip here. This is supposed to be a slow screen to Zeke. We see it kind of formulating. We see Cooper lining up, getting ready to block. Let me move my situation. We see Cooper getting ready to line up and block. We see the offensive lineman selling fakes, getting upfield. It's just that this guy here, whoever this is, he ended up playing Zeke on the screen. So there really wasn't an open guy. There wasn't a second goal here. We couldn't get the ball downfield because the linemen were running upfield. So that was a bad. It would have been bad for Dak to try to get the ball to one of these guys. So there was an incompletion here of just Dak getting rid of the football just to just to save the play. So that's another interception. I mean, that's another incompletion. Pardon me. Anyway, man, I ain't gonna sit up here and talk about incompletions all day, man. That's not necessarily what we do here. I did just want to kind of just talk about the narrative for a minute. People wanted to know about the plays that got changed from Linehan. I showed those. People asked me about the deep balls to Michael Gallup that we missed. I showed those. That's what happened. And just a couple other Dak incompletions, man. I'll get into some other stuff this week. I want to look at Zeke and the run blocking from the offensive line. That'll probably be one video. Then I'll look at the pass blocking from the offensive line. Be a totally different video. Then we'll get into D-line and DBs, and we'll probably be done watching film for the week. So that's cool there. With that being said, hey man, Dak is my quarterback. If you try to get rid of Dak, who you gonna get? Brian Hoyer. What you gonna go trade for one of the McCown brothers? You gonna get one of them? Matt Flynn? You definitely ain't drafting a quarterback in the 2019 draft class. So everybody just hush him out, man. I think Dak's been playing just fine. He's just having third-year quarterback woes, and those happen. But anyway, I ain't gonna get on a soapbox this time around. That may be a whole nother video. Anyway, like this thing a whole bunch, so I can get a lot of traffic in that first hour or so. Y'all have been amazing with that. Got to hit that recommended section. Follow me on Twitter, VOCHLOMBARDI, Voch's Voice Podcast, Patreon. You heard about that. Everything else, hey man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, bro. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski. The Peasky Whiskey is free. Salute.